everyone. And here we are, Mind the Gap. So I'm Vanita,
I'm Nash.
And I'm Nell.
and today we are introducing Mind the Gap. Mind the Gap is a NGO, a non-governmental association, and we have just introduced ourselves recently to the public. So I'm going to actually ask the founder of Mind the Gap, how did she come about this? So this is Nalisha. So Nalisha, tell everyone, how did we start this?
Well, you can call me Nell to start with.
Of course.
And so how it started is when during the MCO I couldn't sleep anymore. So that was the start of it, where I felt that because of hearing about people putting their lives at risks trying to get food, and hearing about children getting arrested, it made me really struggle. I was worrying about. Yes, I am a worrywart. So I was worrying about people that are getting arrested and going out there. Yeah, and so I started feeling that I needed to do something about it, and I needed to actually rally or find out what exactly could be done. So I rallied a couple of friends and acquaintances to
I
join
remember
me.
you calling me though.
Yes.
Going, Fanny, what can we do?
Yes.
Yes.
So I got a couple of people who are professionals, who are very passionate professionals, and they. Luckily, I have people who believed in my causes, who are also like-minded, and they felt that they also wanted to do something about it. So we, and through my 9 years living in Malaysia and being involved with charity, I was able to, organize a Zoom during the MCO with a couple of NGOs, humanitarians, as well as activists,
Individuals.
and and community leaders as well. So through them, we could get honest answers to what the problem was. So we found out that it was not just because of logistics. It was also through overlapping of resources. So we found out that we needed to find ways to address this. So and find solutions. And I was very blessed. It's not just through me that we created Mind the Gap. It was through the people that have come together with me. For instance, Nash as well, and so many other people got involved. They are amazing, souls that have decided that they wanted to do something about it, and they wanted to look for a solution, not just solutions for during the MCO, but beyond MCO. So I'm very blessed with such people, with these women that have come together with me, and so many other souls to start Mind the Gap and address issues.
So now tell everyone what really is the vision and the mission of Mind the Gap. Just a one-liner.
Yes. So basically, right, the vision and the mission, as when you look at the name itself, Mind the Gap, it's to bridge, right, and between societies, bridge the needs and the resources that we need to use together to address areas where there's basically.
Can I help you there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so we're seeing the broken systems and the
Yes.
injustice, even in our society.
Yes.
And there's so many glaring glaring gaps there,
Yeah.
and not different equality of life, opportunities, income gaps,
Yes.
food resources distribution, and all of this. When you look into together, and we see that there is something that as a community, and that's why we got together as a collective.
Yes.
Yep.
Why we want to get together, all these experts, giving our time and energy to do something more. And that's what Nell has Nell did that. She was the connector that brought in the right people, and together, we could do something more.
Yes. And we believed in collaborations. We believed that we could bridge we could solve every problem through collaborations, through uniting our talents and our
And associations
and
as
our
well. Yep.
associations.
Yep.
So, and the mission is at the end of the day, to address the different gaps in, for instance, women's health. So our primary focus, because we can't help everyone, our primary focus at the moment is women and their dependents. So through addressing the issues, right, like women's health and children's health and every other aspects of a livelihood, sustainable livelihood, we are able to actually also solve a lot of issues or problems that are
So,
currently
ladies, when
present.
we first kind of came together, right, we decided they wanted to do some stuff, right? We wanted to do a couple of initiatives to see that where can we take this. So it was important for us to put this into action.
Yes.
So, Nash, would you be able to tell us? I mean, Nash is our president. So, Nash, as the president, would you be able to tell us what have we done so far?
Okay, so the goal of Mind the Gap is to help everyone achieve, livelihood independence. And what does livelihood independence mean? It's not only how we're gonna together bring up the economy status of a family, like Nell has said, vulnerable women and their dependents, because we believe that women are the nucleus of the family, right?
Right.
And we're able to empower one woman. She's able to empower the community around her. And how do we do that? So one of the projects that we took on, like just a month ago,
Yes.
was we had a bazaar. We collaborated with a friend of ours, a really good friend of ours, who gave us this space, sponsored through her, where we were able to empower 5 women to sell the food and their products at the bazaar.
Mhm.
Okay, so the main goal was to help them get income immediately, because most of them have been out of jobs. Their husbands, were getting unpaid leave. So as a family, none of them were making any money, and they had children, dependents to feed.
Mhm.
So that was the main get goal. We need to sort of like find opportunities where we're able to have a platform where they are able to generate sales
Yep.
and make an income.
Yep.
But what we realized that the impact that we make through that project was even more, right? Not just in terms of income, not about getting money.
Mhm.
One family came up to us and she thanked us because they managed to raise money that's able for them to survive for the next 2 months.
Yep.
Which is really amazing.
Mhm.
Yes.
But another impact that that we could see on the from generating money was that the women that came on that bazaar became more confident.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you created value, basically, right?
Yeah.
It was just creating value. It's just putting them in a position where they suddenly felt that, hey, wait a minute, I can do this, right? Because initially, remember how they were a little bit not too responsive towards this. They were slightly,
Yes.
They were despondent.
reluctant.
Right.
But then I think the moment they realized that we can earn this money, right? And then this money can help us do a lot of things. So it was creating really the value for them. And, there was a lot more that came out of it, right?
Yes.
Nash?
We were able to actually shift, and fill this gap of the mentality shift. So we were able to adjust their mindset, and that was actually in itself an underlying gap. Yes. So, and because of this shift, they were able to actually, because there's always so many programs, there's so many entrepreneurial programs, but without addressing this shift in mindset, we we wouldn't have gotten so far. We've had even the husband coming to us and apologizing and saying that, thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
And then
And
just
I'm
picking
so
up
sorry.
to that. Because
Yes.
like that story when you were
Yes.
sharing with us,
Yes.
one of the husbands,
Yes.
did not allow the wives
Yes.
to actually go and work and sell at the bazaar
Yes.
because they take on this typical role as a husband to provide,
Yes.
Yes.
but we're able to help them realize that in at this moment in space we're giving an opportunity for your wife
Mhm.
to be able to empower herself even more.
Mhm.
And when she does that, her husband is also learning that he can do more to support her.
Yes.
So the impact is not only in generating money for the family, but also understanding the family well-being,
Yes.
right? The wife realizing that she can do this
Yes.
with the husband's support because now the husband can take care of the baby.
Yeah.
And it's okay for him to do that.
Yeah.
It was
bef-
really about a
to
partnership,
start,
and they're
it
coming
was-
together.
Yes.
Teaching them that a husband and wife can be a partnership,
Yes.
and together they can thrive.
Yes.
And I think that was really I think we put out doing this bazaar for one purpose initially, right? To
Correct.
create
Yes.
income.
Mhm.
But what came out of it was a lot more, a
Yeah.
lot of value, a lot of other positive things
Yeah.
that came out of it.
Yeah.
And through this bazaar, we also continue with training these women,
Yep.
financial literacy, empowering them,
Yeah.
family well-being, and it continued until now.
Yes.
So we teach them branding, we teach them marketing.
Digital marketing.
So it's not only about
Cleanliness, how to
Yes,
handle
yes,
food,
exactly.
Food
pricing.
protocol, yes. Food
Yep.
safety.
Yes.
So it is still we're still tracking their progress. We're still teaching them various different programs. Yeah. So and also as a unit. Yeah. Personally, to me, as a unit, I felt that there was less of the ego.
Yeah.
Between husband and wife.
Yes.
And also for the husband, before he was resistant, he said, my wife has to take care of the baby. Why is, I can sell this? And I told him, I'm sorry, dear, this program is actually for women. We're trying to empower women. And he was resistant. He was angry. But at the end of it, he realized, there's so much value to him taking care of his daughter. He understood his wife better. He understood, the ails, the pains that she has to go through. He never understood that it was actually difficult to take care of a baby. He never did. But thereafter, there's a kind of understanding. And they started, and with the money that they had, they started having date nights. Yeah. Before they couldn't afford to do that. So they were having a bit of a, So
Yeah.
now, we see that we've given them personal freedom, right? Personal freedom of choice. And it's just so enriching. It's so enriching for all of us
Yeah.
in Mind the Gap family.
And we also, I think, reaching out to the virtual community here. If you would like to be part of Mind the Gap, we're always looking for new volunteers, to be on this project with us. We're open to collaborations in the future where, the goal in the end is also, to reach more people to achieve livelihood independence,
Yes.
right? Livelihood independence, not only monetary gains, but also the family well-being,
Yes.
self-confidence,
Yes.
self-worth,
Yes.
and overall happiness of the family unit.
Yes. Yes.
For
Yeah.
now, we are very centered within the Klang Valley, right? Yes. So everything is happening within the Klang Valley because, like what Nell said previously, during the MCO, we found an immediate need for
Sustenance.
to make sure that
Yes.
this group of people can have that
Yeah.
that journey, or we can sustain them. But yeah, we would probably look at doing a lot more
Yeah.
eventually. Yes.
Because I think also at this climate there's a lot of restrictions, especially to some of the
Yes.
beneficiaries of what they can do,
Yep.
Yes.
right? So we really have to think about out of the box
Yes.
of how we can help them.
Yes,
Yep.
that's why food entrepreneurship was the go-to, because food entrepreneurship actually would help them even during a lockdown,
Yes.
right? So that was one of the reasons why we decided, okay, we are going to, put focus on food entrepreneurship at the moment, but also we also realize that we have to establish a culture of learning amongst the our beneficiaries.
Yeah.
So and as Nash has said, we're looking forward to any collaboration.
Yeah.
And we're open to a lot of more people coming to support our
Yes.
vision, which is to
Create more initiatives,
Yeah.
and bridge
that
the
are going to
gap
probably,
of
yep,
society.
and bridge the gap in
Yes,
society. Yes, of course.
yes.
Of course.
I want to ask you guys, taking on this journey and just being able to help other people, empower other people. How does that make you feel?
I feel empowered myself. The fact that I'm empowering someone, it makes me feel very empowered as well. I think it's a mutual feeling that you get, right? Because I don't know. How do you feel, Nell?
I feel, I feel all is well with the world when we are able to help each other, and because whatever I do is generally with the future in mind, because I've got children.
Yeah.
So because and I'm sure all of you as well. So we generally do things to ensure that our future generations have got an easier life tomorrow, right? That we can actually and we are doing things right now to improve our tomorrow.
Yeah.
And because of that, we needed to actually unite, and pulling our resources, pulling our capabilities to ensure that we can help others. And I know it's cliche to say pay it forward is always, but I like to inculcate this in my children
Yes.
and
Yeah.
in the future
Yes.
generations. That's
Yes.
why I feel that it is, doing this actually is spreads a lot of love.
Yep.
Yes.
And I love spreading a lot of love.
And I think that's the point of,
Yeah.
Mind the Gap, getting
Yeah.
volunteers together. Everyone has the same mindset,
Yep.
wanting
Yeah.
to give back more. Because at some point of our lives, we've had to receive help
Yes.
as well. And it was our time that, it's actually such a luxury for us to be able to give back to the society.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be monetary. It can be a time, it could be anything, it can be
No.
Yeah.
ideas,
Yes.
anything at all that you
Skill.
think, a skill
Yes.
that you think it's relevant, it's really important. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, of course, it sounds like, again, you said very cliched, right? We're trying to change the world. But
Mm.
what we are trying to really do is take baby steps, right? One
Yeah.
step at a time,
One step at a time.
hopefully together we can do a lot of wonderful things. We do live in very different times right now, and I think a lot of people need that. Empathy is a big thing. To be able to give and to be empathetic. People are losing their jobs. People, a lot of people are going through, even simple things like we were talking about it earlier, right?
Yeah.
Mental health issues,
Yes.
depression and all that. So I think it's really important to be mindful and to be able to know that if you're in a position, as you said, of being able to give, then I think giving is really important right now.
Absolutely.
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 And how do you feel, Nash, about giving back as well?
Now, as I said, I've been in a position where I had to receive help, and so I truly understand, because when you are in the most lowest point of your life,
Yes.
you're embarrassed, you're in the depressed mode, you feel that nothing is working, you can't do a lot, and for that person to able to accept help is a big step.
Yes.
So even for me, being in a position where I can give back, it's a learning curve for me as well,
Yeah.
and it humbles me to a point that I can do this for someone,
Yeah.
and I can empower that next person to do more as well. So it's a really collective effort that all of us are doing, and I would urge all of you out there to take this step together with us, because
Yes.
trust me, it does wonders for you emotionally,
For your soul.
for
And
your
I think the fact that we have, all of us together, it's been amazing as well, right?
Yeah.
All the
And-
ideas we put together, the meetings we have, it's been really, really fantastic as well,
Yeah. And I'd like to add, we're a fun bunch of people. We're very real. We're not all heirs and, all namby-pamby sort of. We are very genuine, loving people, and we're a lot of fun too. So,
Yeah. So how do we end this, girls?
So, well, I think, well, basically, just tell the audience that, it's been great hanging out with you.
Yes.
Great to introduce Mind the Gap to everyone. What started off as just an idea, right? An idea during the MCO, the lockdown, has now become something that we've put forth and, become reality. So, yeah, I suppose, if more people can do this,
Yeah.
can come up with various ideas, initiatives, plans. Why not? Just let's do it. I think sometimes let's not overthink things. Just do it.
Yes, and do come and support. If you want to meet us, right? Want to know more? Do come and support us for our events.
Yeah.
We have many collaborations going on with, we're fundraisers and with social awareness collaborations. So do come and join us.
So you follow our
and-
Facebook page, Mind the
Yes.
Gap.
Mind the Gap.
Okay, on Facebook. Our website is mindthegap.network,
Yes.
right? And that's it.
Yes, we love you. And join us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.